Hello, children. Once again, welcome to the class on EVS. We will be starting with chapter 18. If you see on your screen, well, we did the chapter on maps and directions last time. So, the next best thing to do this time was to learn more about travel. So, in this unit of travel and communication, let us begin with our chapter on travel. Children, have has your family ever traveled together to another place? How far did your grandparents travel when they were young? How many different ways of travel do you know of? These are the topics that we will explore in this chapter: the story of transport, different means of transport, different kinds of workers associated with railway stations. Children, people travel from one place to another for various reasons. They need to travel to their places of work, to the market, to many other places. People go to different places close to their locality and to places which are far away also. Sometimes people like to travel to far off places during the holidays. People travel to different social spaces, for example, a forest or a village or a city. People also travel for migration, sightseeing, and for family occasions. Let us now understand the story of transport. In olden times, transportation was very slow because there were no vehicles. People traveled on foot. It took them many hours, sometimes even days and months to reach their destination. Later, people started riding animals like donkey, horse, camel to travel and carry goods. Then, the wheel was invented and carts were made. These were pulled by bullocks, buffaloes, camels, horses, mules, and ponies. Much later, bicycles, scooters, cars, buses, and trains were introduced. These have become the most common modes of travel today. If we talk about the means of transport, we mean the vehicles that we use to travel from one place to another. Means of transport are used to travel and to carry food from one place to another. Some of these means of transport are slow while some are fast. Some move on land, some move on water, and some in air. Let us look at land transport. In your book, I would like to all of you to check this. Slower means of land transport: the bicycle and the bullock cart. Motor vehicles like cars, buses, and trains, trucks and trains are faster means of transport. They are pulled by engines that run on fuel like petrol, diesel, and CNG, which is compressed natural gas. Talking about water transport, it is one of the oldest and the cheapest means of transport. Boats, steamers, ships, and submarines are vehicles that move on water. Boats and steamers take us across rivers and lakes. The ships take us across far stretched seas and oceans. These are known as passenger liners and can carry thousands of passengers. Cargo ships often carry goods packed in huge containers from one country to another. The place where outgoing ships are loaded and incoming ships are unloaded is called a port. Submarines are warships that move on the surface of the water and under the water. You can here see photographs of ships and submarines. Let's talk about air transport. Children, air transport is the fastest means of transport. However, it is also very expensive. An aeroplane can fly around the world in a very short time. It can carry hundreds of people. An aeroplane needs a long runway to take off and land. The place where an outgoing aeroplane takes off and incoming aeroplane lands is called an airport. A helicopter can carry few people. It can land in places where other vehicles cannot land, such as hilly and remote areas. Helicopters are also used to rescue and help the people during floods and earthquakes. There is an interesting fact that says rockets are used to travel into space. Man has reached the moon on a rocket. Many astronauts have traveled across the space in spacecrafts or in spaceships. We will now talk about different kinds of workers which are associated with railway stations. A railway station is a place from where trains start and end their journey. Many people work at railway stations. There are porters, coolies, who carry the luggage of passengers to the platforms from where they have to board different trains. There are frequent announcements about departure and arrival of trains. On the long route trains, reservation charts are pasted at the doors of compartments. People verify their names and berth numbers to enter a particular compartment. There is a ticket checker in every compartment. He has a list and verifies the reservation of every passenger. There is a guard in every train. He checks the timings and blows a whistle to tell the driver of the train to start the journey. There are many stalls or refreshment counters, books and magazine stalls, medicines and other items at the railway platform. Passengers getting out of train are required to hand over their journey ticket before they exit. Children, let us recall people travel from one place to another for many different reasons. Transport was rather slow in the olden days. Today it has become quick and effective. There are three modes of transport: the land, the air, and the water. Some transport moves fast, some move slowly. A railway station is a place where trains start and end their journey. Many people do different types of works at a railway station. With this, we come to the end of our chapter number 18. See you until we come again the next time for the next chapter. Thank you and have a good day.